What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Council of the Six Paths. I'm Mark, this is Aaron, and we are the Council. Alright, so this video is going to be based on a scenario, like multiple scenarios technically. It's about Sasuke. Was his decisions good decisions? Were they justified? Were they just bad decisions? So we're just going to get straight into it. So if you guys are new, I hope you know that we're going to have 3 videos a week. This is video number 2. The first one was on Monday, the next one is on Friday. We got something going on Friday. I want you to see something. I want you to help us vote for something. We actually drawing against each other to see whose drawing is the best. And I'm looking forward to you guys helping out in that way. But yeah, we're going to get right into this. Did Sasuke make good decisions? The first one, was he justified in being jealous of Naruto?
Well, I would say no.
Okay, why not?
It's a childish whim that stemmed from a place of selfishness and evil. It didn't come from a place of camaraderie.
So I do agree with that point, and with the fact that he shouldn't have been jealous, because he had it all. Like, he was the most popular. He was the one that girls liked. He was probably the best in the actual class as far as his overall skill. Like, he was the man. So for someone else to, even start gaining on you, I don't think it should make you jealous. It should just make you hungrier to get better.
Well, that's what the whole thing was about. That's what the rivalry is supposed to be about.
But it wasn't a rivalry at first.
But, for Sasuke, he came into it snubbing everybody. He came into it calling Naruto a loser. He looked at him like a peasant. So for somebody like that to flex, you could almost look like it to say your peasants versus your nobles. So for somebody like Naruto to come in flexing versus the Uchiha, that's not something that he could handle. Plus, he had a lot of emotional trauma that built into that. He needed power.
Okay. I can see it. I see why he, could be jealous of him. I just don't know if I guess he has to be justified. He's feeling threatened by his position on the team. He feels like he is the best on the team out of the 3, and he wants to keep that status, I guess, because he wants to kill his brother. So if he's not getting stronger and Naruto's getting stronger, shoot, Naruto gonna mess around and kill my brother before I do.
Well, that's what I meant by, he had a lot of things that was going on. He's anxious for power because he wants to kill his brother.
But check this out. I'm gonna give you one more solid point. This is what probably tipped the scale. Itachi wasn't even there when he came back to the village. He wasn't even there for Sasuke.
No, he was there for Naruto.
As far as Sasuke knows, I think he was there to check on his brother. But overall, he wasn't Sasuke. Like, wait, you're not here for me? You're here for Naruto? Why are you here for Naruto? Why does everybody freaking care about Naruto? Even my brother that I hate is here for Naruto. And then he beats me up badly in front of Naruto.
And then I get the crap kicked out of me by Gara real quick because I had to overexert my Chidori in order to try to hurt him. And then, of course, I pass out. Sakura's taking care of me. Naruto handles the rest of Orochimaru and whoops Gara. And in both instances, Sakura's like, "Oh, thank you for saving me." Sasuke's like, "I didn't save you."
Right, it wasn't me.
He did.
Okay. I think that yeah, maybe he was just justified in being jealous because there's so much going on. It makes sense. Okay, so was he justified in leaving the village?
No.
Why not?
He left the village for his own selfish reasons. He left it for power. He left it because he saw Naruto getting power and he thought himself was standing still, so he went outside of that to find another way to power, which just happened to be through Orochimaru. Now, if an evil person shows up, kills the leader of your village, tears everything up, and that's who you run to, that says it all.
Okay. That's pretty deep. I'm gonna say this though. He wasn't justified at first. Whenever he first wanted to leave, and then Kakashi tied him up and told him, like, look, I've been through the same stuff you've been through, but you're going through a phase that I went through the same thing.
Right.
You know, so I think that once he got talked some sense into him, he was like, you know what, you're right. Why am I leaving? I'm leaving just so I can go potentially get my body snatched from somebody who, okay, whatever. He left. He ain't running. He ain't taking over the village. So he left. So something had to happen to him. You know. So you're right. Let me chill for a little bit because maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just getting a little hot head. I just got finished. My brother just woke up, been probably unconscious for the last week. So I mean, not even that long, but I'm just saying. So then, this is the thing though. When the sound ninja came up there, which I don't understand how they're in the village with nobody noticing them. It makes me so annoyed. Kakashi was just over there. He always shows up at the perfect time. But right there, sound ninja show up. When he ran into the sound ninja, when they came to him, and he was whooping them, he felt justified. Like, yo, I'm already strong. I just need, I need to keep going. You guys are in my way. I'm in a bad mood. Get out of here. Right. But then when they went to that next curse mark level that he didn't have, and they were whooping him like it was absolutely nothing, he realized, oh, I just got a taste of Orochimaru's power. I just got a taste of it. These guys, I just whooped them before they transform, and now I whooped all of them before they transform. Now I can't even beat one-on-one. So you telling me I can get that? I might have to go, because these guys are scrubs, and they stronger than me right now. Out of nowhere, with a power-up, with a curse mark power-up. So I think it makes sense for me to leave, get this other power-up, because he's going to get me to the point where I need to kill Itachi faster, because I can literally get power-ups, like a mushroom off of Mario or something. So I'm about to go check this out, see what it's all about. So I think that there kind of justified what he was thinking in the first place. Like, I can go to him and get more power. And then he even explains it. He doesn't care that he wants his body, because whether I absorb him or he absorbs me, our goal is to get Itachi. So I think that he was justified, because he's like, I don't even care anymore. I don't care about my own life. I care about the goal, and the goal is to kill Itachi.
Okay, I look at it like this. You have the Leaf Village. You have the strongest village that maintains the strongest Kage Genkais, as well as the secret scrolls of the first Hokage.
In second.
Well, and third, fourth, what I'm saying? You just go.
You're making a good point there.
You can go on.
Like, you have so much, you have a wealth of information. Yeah, go ahead.
Orochimaru came from the Leaf Village. All the information, all the backing that boy could have wanted, if he truly went down the path to hunt down his brother, he had it. If he would have just took to the side of love instead of cutting everybody loose. It's a you can overlayer it with the end. His whole thing of becoming Hokage, that was selfish as well. Everything this boy did was simply selfish and evil.
You make a good point. I just don't think that anybody in the Leaf is going to give him performance enhancements, though. And that's the thing, that he didn't care how it happened. He just wanted to get powered up at the end of the day. Sasuke decided in their fight, their first final fight, he was going to kill Naruto. Mm-hmm. Not only did he decide it, he attempted it multiple times.
In that fight, yeah.
He hit this guy so hard in his chest and was like digging it, trying to, I guess, stop his heart.
Well, he showed the Chidori through him too, through his chest.
He actually did that too. And then the final blow, he powerbombed Naruto on his neck. There was game over. Naruto was
the Falcon drop.
Naruto was lifeless.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you think he was justified in his decision to kill his teammate?
Okay. So I'm going to flip my thought process to say yes. Even though I believe it's no. Why do I say yes? Because now I'm going to talk about for Sasuke. Not what's right, not this moral compass, but what's right for Sasuke in this moment. Sasuke's moment was in the darkness. Sasuke's power that he was looking for was to be seeked through the darkness. There could be no love. There could be no extensions. There could be no light at all. You need pitch dark. So the light was Naruto. You know?
I like that idea. That makes sense.
You can't have it pulling on my heartstrings.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say he is justified because he grew his third tone when he did that to Naruto. Mm-hmm. He gained power by doing what his brother told him to do. So technically, I guess I have to give him the okay on that because what he was trying to accomplish, he didn't get the Mangekyo Sharingan, but he, developed his Sharingan even further. So I gotta say I don't like it. I think he could have gotten power without doing all of that extra stuff, but I think that justified. He was already in darkness. He was gonna get power by doing that. Boom. I mean, I don't even know if he would have killed him again. Like, if he would have actually finished him off after the Chidori and Rasengan, I don't know if he would have developed more of his eye because he had already done, technically, in his mind, what he was planning on doing.
But he didn't kill him.
But that's what he thought he did. Was he justified in interrupting the 5 Kage summit?
Yes.
Okay, you say yes. Go ahead.
That's an undoubted yes. A 100,000% yes. Some of Sasuke's actions, I've said plenty of times, I might have got down the same way. It would have been a slight adjustment to the plan, but I still would have. Danzo is there. Case in point. That's it. If my whole clan's eradicated at the hands of my brother on an order by you and the elders, my qualm for real with the Leaf Village isn't necessarily their fault. It's your fault. But I can't stand their happiness because of you.
So you think he's justified for interrupting that because Danzo was there?
That's the only person he was going to get.
So
He wasn't worried about the rest of them. He was going to go get Danzo wherever he want or wherever he was at. He's going to go kill this man.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say he was not justified.
Okay.
The reason why is because I just don't think it was smart. I think that if you're going to go,
I didn't say it was smart.
right, but if you're gonna go at this opportunity to get Danzo, you don't go into a place that is, 1, heavily guarded, 2, has other Kage level shinobi in there. Their bodyguards. Like, if you're going to go at this, be intelligent like Sasuke is known to be. Danzo has to come out of the building. Catch him. But instead, you go into a building. Number 1, you just got finished, in your mind, taking Killer B to the Akatsuki. You're going to a Kage summit where all the Kage are going to be there, which means the Kage of the village, of the place that you took Killer B from, is going to be there. So you telling me that you don't think, there's a good chance that the Kage from that village, the Kage, the right Kage from that village, is going to want to do harm to me? So if he wants to do harm to me, then guess what? He's justified in attacking me, which means everyone else who's in the room is technically justified in attacking me. So yes, I want to get Danzo, but I can't go to Danzo if I get killed by the other Kage in the room.
Okay.
So I don't think that he was justified because I don't think it was a smart decision. I think he, as Sasuke, an intelligent person, should have planned it out better.
Okay. I like that angle. The debate wasn't whether or not it was a smart move. It's whether or not the move was justified. The move was justified for Sasuke. Sasuke at that time did not give a
Flying. Yeah.
about anyone, anybody, or himself. Well, I wouldn't say himself, his eyes. So, for him, it didn't matter if all the Kages and all the samurais were in here. Why? Because in Sasuke's mind, none of them were going to stop him from getting to Danzo. He didn't care if Kirin, he didn't care if Jugo or Oh Boy or himself made it out of there. He wasn't worried about that. The only thing he was worried about was getting in there and killing Danzo no matter what. The justification is the evilness in what Danzo brought down on his people. The elders and Danzo, Sasuke has every right to go get them whenever he gets good and ready.
I agree. I think that he's justified in going after Danzo. I just don't think going into the Kage Summit was the smartest way to go.
He was a thug at that minute.
A thug that almost got killed multiple times. I did. You know what? We're not even going to go over that. That's for another debate because I love the fact that you want to talk about that. So we're going to get into that. That's our next video. Our next debate is going to be
No.
Sasuke at the 5K summit.
You're right.
No, you ain't gonna give me
But
that.
at the same time, you're not right.
You're not giving me that. We'll go over that.
Right.
So look, the last one we're gonna go over is: do you think he was justified in wanting to basically kill all the previous Kages and just start over scratch, and make his own type of, leadership in the world?
No. Sasuke pined for so many different things to grab onto, to force himself to darkness. And that boy's heart of hearts, he didn't want to be there.
What do you mean? He didn't want to be where?
Where he was at.
In the darkness?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he knew that he didn't want to be there at the time, though. Because he didn't notice until he started seeing, like, the images of Naruto having people behind his back, and he didn't have anybody behind his back. He was just like, yo, what?
Low key.
Is this what we got going?
Low key.
What the heck?
No matter how dark you go, there's always those moments. You always have those thoughts. No matter how far you get into it, even at the point of no return, those thoughts loom somewhere.
How you know? Have you been there?
But anyway.
I'm just curious, because, I mean, how do you know what someone else is feeling unless you actually experience the same thing? I can't, it's hard for me to put myself in the Sasuke shoes because I've never been that far gone to where I'm like, look, not only do I still want to kill Naruto, but I want to kill the Kage too, and anybody else who opposes me.
Let's do it like this. I'll explain it in a quick way. He had to kill Naruto.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, do you think he was
that's the
justified?
answer. That's the answer to it. He had to kill him. It's not even a want. Okay? Because I love you too.
Right.
Hold on.
But
That's how Sasuke feels about Naruto.
true, but his goal, Naruto, was collateral damage, because his goal was just to make sure that he had a playing field that he creates in order to have leadership over this is better than the Kage.
Naruto was not collateral damage. Naruto was the direct roadblock. Sasuke had to kill Naruto because Sasuke could not be who Sasuke truly wanted to be as long as Naruto was walking this earth. He needed to eradicate him and get him gone to where he could be this semblance of darkness. Because that's the bond that he had to cut. The only bond that I have is you. I can't stand you because I love you. I can't stand you because
you bring that love out of you.
You're right.
Whenever we meet, you're always the one who can get under my skin in a way that actually makes me think.
And the reason why that is because he carries that within him. It's there. And Naruto is the person that can do like that every time. So for Sasuke, he had to kill Naruto, or there was no reaching this goal. Even whenever he's talking about killing the Kages and everything. I gotta wipe you out before this happens.
So you're saying that he's justified because in order for him to even get to that level, he would have to kill Naruto, which puts him in a position mentally and emotionally to be able to do what he needs to do.
The only person in the world that Sasuke cared about at that time, that walked that planet, truthfully, was Naruto. As long as he can get Naruto.
Sakura too. I mean, he obviously married her, so he had to care about her.
But
not in the level, of course, but he ain't married.
In that, not really.
Okay, well, it's for.
He's a killer.
Yeah, he's gonna kill Naruto too. What are you talking about?
No, but what I meant was he's not killing her for the same reason he's killing Naruto.
Yeah, you can go into the realm of he married Sakura, so he had some kind of connection with her, but we'll just save that for some other time. So I'm gonna say that he was not justified. I think that him trying, because the goal was, the reason why he had to kill Naruto was because he had to get rid of all the tail beasts. And Naruto, one, he had the tail beasts inside of him, and two, he's not gonna let that happen. So my point is that I don't think that he was actually justified in it, for the simple fact that he's only going from his own thoughts. He's not talking it out. He doesn't have somebody to bounce the ideas off of. He's literally just saying, I'm the smartest person in the world. I'm going to do it my way because Itachi did it this way. So I'm going to do it really similar. Like, no, bro. Like hash it out, bro. Like, you don't have anybody to pass the ideas around and see what's really going on.
He did hash it out.
You talking about when he was talking to the Kage, to the previous Hokage, and he was learning everything from the first and all that stuff. I hear all of that, but the first also said to him that your brother sounded like he was thinking on a Hokage level. Mm-hmm. So that also has influence too. I'm like, oh, my brother was thinking on Hokage level. Well, maybe I should be more like my brother. And keeping in mind that all the stuff that you're talking about, that sounds horrible, and I don't want that to be going on anymore. I want it to be one village, like it is, like it currently is. I want not necessarily one village, but one alliance, and have everybody caring about me as the threat more than anybody else. So that way they can all be focused on a target. But I'm still just saying that he didn't really converse with anybody about it. He just got the information, processed it, came up with his own, plan instead of actually coming up with, an actual sit down with Naruto. Hey, Naruto, look, I want to kill everybody. This is why I feel this way. What do you think? And not in an emotional way. What do you think on a logical way? He didn't even do that. So I'm not saying that he had to, but I'm saying that I don't think he's justified in wanting to do that without having any type of really good plan that could have been, talked about.
Okay, now it's kind of hard to talk about these things because it's plot, in a sense.
Yeah.
Sasuke did get that, I think, but that conversation was Sasuke's life. It wasn't a conversation with somebody. It was literally his life. His whole entire life, he was dragged around by everybody else. Everybody else fed things into his head that made him feel or think a certain way and act a certain way. So he was always reacting to where he never had his own thought process on what he wanted to do. Whenever he came out, the only thing he had was kill Itachi. And then you had Orochimaru. Then you had Obito off in his pocket. Then, it's just like so many. So through all these things, he's like, look, I don't know what's going on. I can't make these decisions for myself because I'm not grounded enough and I haven't been in the active world of life enough due to seeking out all this darkness to come to this head. That's why he wanted to talk to the Kages to find out what everything was. Once I found out what everything is, okay, now I've got all these different angles that I can map out, and then there's my brother, and then there's Naruto. His life led him to that thought. No conversation with Naruto would change that because he's had plenty, and all the things that Naruto has to say, even though
he's feeling it every time he's mad about it.
And I understand what you're saying, but guess what, bro? That is absolutely not going to change one iota of anything that I've got planned. And guess what? Just to make sure of that, I'm going to kill you. Okay. you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it doesn't get any more cut and dry than that. That's just what it is.
That's solid. I think that you have some good takes. I think that I can see it both ways. I don't
Now, that's not the same. This is for everybody out there. He wasn't justified in none of it. I just want to take his point.
I appreciate you taking the devil's advocate because at the end of the day, if we both agree on it, it doesn't really bring any other, logic to the table. So I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, that is what we come up with as far as Sasuke. I mean, from what it sounds like he might have been justified on quite a bit, and in some things he may not have been justified on. So I mean, let me know what you guys think about it. Was he justified in his decisions? You can take it point by point and let me know what you think about that, just so I can see what you think. Maybe bring some more light to the subject. But either way it goes, I'm Mark.
This is Aaron.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.